Is Apple building some huge hidden features into the iPhone 14? iPhone 14 leaks have been sort of like a roller coaster. They're up one day, they're amazing, they're bad the next day. It's sort of hard to predict what could be coming next, but what if Apple surprises us all and releases the ultimate iPhone upgrade? Let me tell you all the latest iPhone 14 news we know right now. All the latest leaks, all the rumors, the good stuff, the bad stuff. Should you wait for the iPhone 14? Should you skip it? And what Apple could secretly put in this iPhone 14 that would destroy the competition and absolutely change everything. And a huge thanks to Omaze for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to have the opportunity to support two amazing causes and also the chance to win a 2022 Tesla Model X Plaid, head to omaze.com/theapplecircle or stay tuned to learn more. iPhone leaks are always sort of crazy each and every year, and this year, of course, is no different, but also things are more sort of sporadic than I've ever remembered them being. One day we have some amazing news, the next day some really bad news. iPhone 14 seems to be evolving every single day, and we still don't know exactly what we're going to get. Are the leaks going to be true? Is this going to be a predictable iPhone upgrade? Or is Apple gonna change everything, throw us for a loop, and show us something we've never seen before? And as much as I wish I knew exactly what the iPhone 14 was gonna look like, how much it was gonna cost, what it was gonna do, I don't. But what I do know is all the latest leaks and rumors, and let me tell you everything we think we know about Apple's latest and greatest iPhone 14 launching later on this year in the fall. First things first, let's talk design, because the iPhone 14 is rumored to get a radical redesign that is a big departure from what we've had for the past several years. What you'll notice here first is that the design is super reminiscent to the iPhone 4, sort of a throwback to that 2010 iPhone design with a glass back. We've got circular volume buttons, no camera bump, and even sort of the speaker mesh system on the bottom that looks very familiar, basically like it's right off of the iPhone 4. Now let me be clear that this was the assumption. We were going to get a radical redesign here with the iPhone 14. This was the year a design was going to change with the iPhone and we were gonna finally see something different. And that's sort of what we've been going off of for the last several months, but that might not be the full story. In full transparency, I don't know the legitimacy of this leak, but according to Mac Rumors and other sites reporting on these allegedly CAD files, the iPhone 14's design might not actually change all that much after all. Of course, the notch is gonna get a big change, but more on that in a moment. But again, based off of these alleged leaked CAD files, there's not a whole lot actually changing here with the body. Specifically with the camera bump on the back, we had thought that the camera was gonna sit flush with the body of the iPhone. That might not actually be the case. And also, those volume buttons, they're sort of the same thing we've had for many years. They're not looking like the round models that we got on those renders. And also, we could get a new color. Maybe it's the green sticking around, maybe it's another iteration of Sierra Blue, or maybe it's sort of this copper, sort of orange, burnt orange, rose goldy color that was rumored last year with the iPhone 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max. Also, before I go any further, I should probably make it clear that the iPhone 14 lineup, like the actual phones Apple is going to offer, that's going to change as well. So, got some bad news here. If you're a fan of the 12 mini or the 13 mini, let me break your heart. There is not going to be an iPhone 14 mini. We've now heard this from multiple sources that Apple is not going to keep a mini iPhone around, and instead, the iPhone 14 is gonna look a little something like this when Apple offers it this fall. There's gonna be a 6.1-inch iPhone 14, a 6.1-inch iPhone 14 Pro. We also have the 6.7-inch iPhone 14 Pro Max, of course, and then a new fourth model here instead of a mini model. We now have the 6.7-inch iPhone 14 Max. Yes, Apple is going to give us, again, another fourth model of the iPhone 14, but they're not going to give us a mini model. Instead, they're gonna give us a larger screen version of a lower end iPhone. So think of almost like an iPhone 14 with the big screen, and it has, you know, all the nice iPhone features, but it doesn't have ProMotion, it doesn't have triple cameras. It's the iPhone 14 Pro Max without the Pro features and hopefully the Pro price tag. So if you're looking for a large screen iPhone, but you don't care about all those Pro features, this might just be the perfect iPhone for you. The other big change with the iPhone 14, like I alluded to earlier, is of course with the notch. If you go with the iPhone 14 Pro or 14 Pro Max, you're not gonna get a notch on your phone, but you're instead gonna get sort of this dual hole punch cutout. First, we thought we're just gonna get a little circular cutout cutout at the top middle of the display. Then we heard Apple was gonna give us sort of this pill-shaped cutout to sort of keep more of the Face ID functionality closer to the surface. And now it seems like Apple is going to give us both a little circular hole punch and a pill-shaped cutout to keep Face ID working as we expect it to, and sort of is not going to give us a notchless iPhone, at least not this year. And despite what we would like, there will not be a Touch ID under the display with the iPhone 14 or even the iPhone 14 Pro. So with just the True Depth system and just Face ID, what could Apple do to make it better this year on the iPhone 14 Pro? I'm not sure if anything's gonna change, but maybe we finally see some change this year with these latest Pro-end iPhones. Now, as much as I love Apple and the iPhone 14, I'm also a big Tesla fan as well. Their cars are super cool, they're sleek, they're packed with tech, and if you wanna have the chance to win one of Tesla's best cars right now and also support an amazing cause, then you definitely wanna learn more about this video's sponsor, Omaze. Omaze is teaming up with two amazing charities to give you the chance to win this, a 2022 Tesla Model X Plaid. And it's absolutely packed with tech, with a screen in the front, screen in the back, a 22 speaker audio system, and to get one of these delivered is months and months out. But with Omaze, you can skip that line faster than the Model X Plaid and go 0 to 60, and that is just crazy fast. There's also an amazing cause behind this amazing prize. Give Power is an organization on a mission to help roughly 2.2 billion people around the world who don't have access to safely managed drinking water. They're a nonprofit that uses their solar expertise to power and provide clean water, food, security, and light to regions in need around the world. The other charity is 501c3. They're aiming to use innovation and storytelling to bring attention to solutions that'll help us build a cleaner, more sustainable, and more helpful future. So for your chance to win a brand new 2022 Model X Plaid and also support some amazing causes, just head to omaze.com/theapplecircle or click the link right down below. Again, an amazing prize, also some amazing causes that you can check out today for yourself by clicking the link down below or heading to omaze.com/theapplecircle. Now, we don't have any specific changes coming to the screen tech, at least not that I've seen just yet, but we are assuming that Apple is just gonna keep ProMotion just to the Pro-end iPhone, so if you want that 120 Hz fast refresh rate, you're gonna have to pony up the money for a Pro phone. And also, what about an always-on display? When Apple added ProMotion to their phones, they added LTPO backplane hardware to those phones that do allow for sort of this always-on display functionality. We thought it was gonna come last year with the iPhone 13 Pro, that obviously didn't happen, but could Apple sort of turn it on this year? Or do they keep it just an iPhone 14 Pro exclusive feature? Or is it something we see with iOS 16 that this feature just magically sort of pops out of nowhere and just turns on? Not exactly sure if Apple's gonna add an always-on display to the iPhone 14 Pro this year, though I really would love to see it, and it just sort of remains a mystery in the rumor mill as of right now. The iPhone 14 Pro has the hardware to do it, it's just a matter of Apple flipping the switch to turn it on. Another interesting change to Apple's 2022 flagship phones is with the processor. Now, typically, with all sort of modern iPhones, except the 5C, though I think that's more of an exception, Apple has done the exact same processor in their flagship series of iPhones, but that is not the case this year. Despite some rumors, it does not look like Apple's gonna put an M1 in the iPhone 14 Pro, but instead those phones, the Pro phones, are going to get the A16 Bionic chip. This is the fastest, latest and greatest Apple mobile silicon that should be more powerful and more efficient than any iPhone processor has ever been before. It should be great and a great addition to those new high-end iPhones. But the story is different on the iPhone 14 and 14 Max because the lower-end iPhones for 2022, they're gonna stick with the A15 Bionic. So you're gonna get the exact same chip that's currently in the iPhone SE and also that's in the iPhone 13 as of right now. Not a bad chip, not by any means, still plenty powerful, still plenty efficient, but it seems like either due to supply constraints, chip shortages, or decisions Apple is choosing to make deliberately, only the Pro phones, as of right now, are expected to get that new A16 Bionic processor. The camera is also expected to get a significant upgrade on the iPhone 14 lineup this year, specifically at least on the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max. Rumor has it that that camera is going to finally make the jump from 12 megapixels all the way up to a 48 megapixel main camera. This of course should lead to better photos, better videos, and basically a better overall camera experience on your new iPhone 14. And we've also heard rumors that maybe, just maybe, the iPhone 14 Pro can shoot 8K video. We've heard this I think once or twice. This has not been really corroborated as of late, but there is some speculation that maybe we see 8K video recording on at least the Pro end iPhone, but at least some good camera upgrades should be coming this year. If you're holding out hope for better telephoto, if you wanted more of a sort of space zoom functionality or better optical zoom on your iPhone, that is not expected this year with the 14, but rumor has it we should see that next year with new periscope tech built into the iPhone 15 Pro. So if you want that, just gonna have to wait another year. at least. Something else I'm curious to see on the iPhone 14 on whether it's going to happen or not is reverse wireless charging. Now, technically, the iPhone 13 and I think even the iPhone 12 can actually do reverse wireless charging if the hardware is rumored to be in there. At least it's definitely there with the 13. And if you buy Apple's official MagSafe battery that goes on the back, that can reverse wirelessly charge off of the back of your iPhone, but you gotta jump through some hoops in order to get that working, and it only works as of right now with that one specific Apple product. I'm curious with the iPhone 14, or maybe just with the iPhone 14 Pro models, if Apple will finally unlock that functionality and finally bring reverse wireless charging to your new iPhone. We have also heard some rumors that Apple is still hard at work on developing that satellite connectivity feature that was rumored to come last year with the 13, and that maybe it's coming this year with the iPhone 14 lineup. Now, if you remember, the rumor was last year that Apple was building the special satellite connectivity for the iPhone, that if you were in a situation where maybe you're at the top of a mountain or you're stranded in the desert and there's no cell connectivity around you, and you were in an emergency situation, that you could make a call or send a limited text. As always though, guys, I wanna know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on the iPhone 14 Pro, the 14 Pro Max, the regular 14? Are you gonna wait for it? Are you not? Are you buying it? Are you not? Is Apple making the right decision here? The wrong decisions? Let me know your thoughts on all this stuff in the comments down below. We can discuss all things Apple and all things iPhone 14. Also, a huge thanks again to Amaze for sponsoring this video. If you guys wanna support two amazing charities and also have the chance to win a beautiful Tesla Model X Plaid, you can learn more at the link down below, or head to amaze.com/theAppleCircle to learn more about that today. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you all in the next one.